Welcome to Chik Chat, the podcast where the girl with many titles talks about life, the good and the bad, and everything around it. We're going to sit, chat, share life stories and experiences, from business to relationship. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Chik Chat Podcast. You are... Oh, I got it right! Yes! I was expecting to get that wrong. I kept reminding myself. But yeah, this is the right podcast. Way! You are joined by Chik. And today, you're also joined by G, my fiance!
Oh.
Woo! Hello. Right, so if you're new here, we start with win of the week or challenge of the week. We check in with how you are, and then we finish with a win of the week. Why? Because life is life. Things, most of the time, I'd explain my life right now as the dog emoji that's got fire around it going, I'm okay. Because...
I don't know that one.
Oh, you don't? I'll show you.
Nah, it's alright.
No, I think you'll enjoy that one. I think you'll even enjoy the illustration. But the point is, life does what life does. We're not in control of anything apart from ourselves. And even then, our bodies decide to do whatever they want to do anyway. So let's find the positives, find a reason to keep moving forward, and also remember that this is normal. Most people struggle, and that's okay. Or are fine.
Alright.
Yeah. So, how's it going? Fiance?
Great.
Alright, what's your challenge of the week or tip of the week?
My tip of the week is if you are cooking dal, cook it low and slow.
Low and slow?
Yeah.
To be fair, I can't lie, because I've never put parameters around what the tip of the week is. So, fair play to you. Of course, you're going to think outside the box.
And lots of butter or ghee helps.
Yeah, your last dal was incredible. And honestly, that's not an over-exaggeration. My challenge of the week is shutting off all the outside noise and deciding what I want next year to look like by thinking outside of the box and being super I think I want to scare myself, but in a way that I think I'm capable of doing more whilst doing less. So I need to figure that out. So that's my challenge of the week. Nice. So anyway, as it's very clear, this podcast is with my fiance, and we are talking about our engagement. So I've been asked quite a few times about the story of our engagement, and I've talked a little bit especially on TikTok, about us in general and given those little snippets. However, we've not sat anywhere and it will come out on TV. That's the only other place that we've actually sat and talked about what happened. So yeah, you proposed.
Yep.
Tell us from your point of view, but this will be very quick because he's a man, but go on, from your point of view, what happened?
I asked you to marry me and you said yes.
All right, leading up to it, what made you decide I was the person you wanted to marry? Go away!
Time's getting on.
Time was getting... you said something similar last time and someone took that really offensively.
Did they?
Yeah, as if you didn't want to... Yeah, exactly, so you be careful.
Why? What was the question again?
What made you decide I was the person you wanted to marry?
Because you're the best.
All right, be serious.
I'm black.
So I'm the best on black, so you're fetishizing me?
Yep.
Okay.
Big time.
Okay. You're ridiculous. Right, come on, because I want to go and have my tea, and this is supposed to be a quick podcast.
I know, you're dragging it out.
Yeah, I'm asking you, what made you decide? Because I'm going to tell the story, in which case you're not going to...
You're a good person with good morals. And you're very family oriented.
Mm.
And you're funny.
Thanks.
Lots of reasons.
Cute. I like that. Yeah, I can't lie. So, for context, we've talked about like our future anyway, and even on our podcast, we've talked about our views on marriage and whatever else. If people do want to go and watch or listen to that Black and White Thinking podcast, but we were talking before Christmas about rings, and you basically suggested that what I was talking about wasn't what you had in mind, which freaked me out.
No, I didn't have anything in mind. You thought you wanted a big gaudy ring with lots of sparkly bits
It
on
wasn't a big gaudy ring, but then you turned around. I explained what I wanted, and you were like, "That's not what I thought you would have." So you had an
You
idea,
went with an idea, and I picked the best ring.
but it was for me talking about. I can't complain about that because that's the story. So I'm talking about the ring that I thought I wanted because.
And to be frank, all of the ones that you tried on, I was like, no.
But at one point, the old version of me, that is exactly what I would have wanted. And then we saw one similar to this, and you were like, that one. You picked it straight away. And I tried the other one on first and was like, yeah, I still quite like it. And then I tried this on, and all I thought to myself was, I can't shoot myself in the foot here. I've got to be honest. I tried it on, I got butterflies, and I felt like I was going to be sick. And I thought, for God's sake, now I've got to be honest and say, yeah, turns out you were right. You know me better than I know myself. That's the ring. So that's how it started. And then I left it to you for a few months. It's funny saying this because when I say I left it to him for a few months, it was a few months of you basically just going into panic mode.
Yep. Because you sent me all the stuff to do with getting the ring, and I pretended like I hadn't got any of the details.
And you'd already got it?
Yeah.
Why? Which, do you know what? I love that about you because that was me being the person that I am and not wanting to leave things to chance. But you being the intentional person that you are. But then, as you were panicking and freaking out, so I thought, maybe he's going to propose around our anniversary.
That was the plan.
And then it didn't happen around then. So then I was like, okay, because the idea was it would have happened before my brother's wedding. And then time was going on, and I'm sat in therapy. So I went back to therapy because I knew that this would bring up, in a great way, but also in a not so great way, it would bring up a lot of stuff. And I just thought, let's go in there. So I'm sat talking to my therapist, and it must have just sounded like I was going crazy.
And she kept telling you to relax.
Yeah, but no, because I was also worried about you. I know what you're like as a person, how anxious you get. And I just thought, I hate knowing I've caused that anxiety for you. So I just wanted to do anything that would make it feel not as daunting and as horrible. And then as you were looking for your passport, or you had lost your passport and you were looking to renew it, I was rummaging around, went into a drawer and found a box and just thought to myself, because I remember you saying to me, if you knew if I'd have got this box, because we do a check-in every month, or we try and do a check-in every month. And I remember you saying to me, I'm not going to tell you where I am with the process, because knowing you, if you knew it was in this house, you would go and find it.
I'll try it on.
And try it on. And I wanted to prove a point. I didn't. I knew it was there.
If I hadn't have said that, you would have tried it on, right? You would have opened the box and looked at it and tried it on.
No, genuinely.
Oh, you would.
No, genuinely. Because at that point, I don't know if I'd already found it, but I do remember just thinking as well, you never know. You wouldn't have known. So I could have done it. But I just remember thinking to myself, no, I want it to be a surprise, because you might have chosen something slightly different, or I don't know what you were doing. So, and just in case it also wasn't that, I also didn't want to then look at it and be like, oh no, it's something else. Although I had an idea. So that's where that was. So obviously I'm also going crazy in my mind because I'm thinking, what's taken so long? But I knew you very well. So come to the day, what happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
What happened in the morning?
I suggested we go for a walk.
At Scrabble, where we had gone on our second date whilst it was raining. Anyone that knows me would know. I don't leave the house very often, do I? I don't really like leaving the house very often. So initially he suggested it and I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. And then you brought it up again. And at that point I thought...
No, I didn't bring it up again. I just said I would like to go for a walk because I feel like I've been stuck in the house.
Yeah.
Which was true.
Yeah, but that's where I was then like, that is also true, but also this could be the sign. So at this point I start documenting because I was like, if this is it, I'm catching on here.
And then I suggested we go to Establish to get some drinks beforehand.
And at that point, actually, no, that's when I started recording, because at that point I was like, there's no way he's suggested going where we went on our first date and our second date and making a day out of this. And like I said, it was raining in the morning and then it started to clear up. You went to get ready. And I remember walking upstairs and thinking, why has he got a shirt out when we were going walking to Scrabble? But again, you set it up very well because you helped me choose my outfits. So you were then like, why don't you wear this or this? So again, I was like, either this is it or it's just a normal day for us. And I think that's what I enjoyed the most about that whole day. It could have easily just been a normal day for us. The sun came out.
Yeah.
We went to Established, I got a mango matcha. So I also got mango on the day, which, what a proposal. I got mango.
And an apple cheesecake slice.
Apple cheesecake slice, which I forgot to get originally. And then I remember taking a video of you and you were stood and your legs shaking. And I thought,
No.
I wonder. You can't say you were acting completely cool.
Well, I wasn't, but I wasn't shaking.
Yeah, but your leg was shaking. I'll show you the video.
Was that anyway?
Not normally. Like, I know you very well.
Well.
Yeah, exactly.
Beg to differ.
And so how did you feel all that time, knowing you were about to propose?
Very, very nervous.
Oh, cute. So he took us up to Scrabble, and at this point, it was boiling. The sun decided to come out. It was a glorious day, and we're walking up this big steep hill, and I'm thinking, this better be happening, because I'm not putting myself through this. I couldn't breathe. I was getting stitched as we walked up the hill, and it was beautiful. And I love that place because it's also where I started practicing my photography as well. So it was just really nice of this little reminder of where we first were getting to know each other. And now that's our little spot. And it was just such a nice day. And we parked near the bench where we'd first sat. So
on the near, exactly at it.
Oh, there you go, exactly at it. So when walking back down, you were like, let's sit here for a bit. And then where I did cut, because I Snapchatted my brother and my best friend around then, going, yeah, this either I'm spot on or I'm completely far off. There's no in between. And then we walked down, sat down, and you started talking about family and history and new memories. And you were being so cute, I was nearly crying. And I just thought, at that point, genuinely, I didn't care, even if you didn't propose, because it was such a nice day. And then I remember you going, Coco, this is it. This is it. And you're getting down on one knee as I was sat turning around being like, I literally went, what do I do?
You did?
Oh, even just thinking about it, it's so cute. And yeah, that's how you proposed.
Yeah.
Very cute. And then, so it turns out, early on in that day, I was rummaging through the boot, and this guy, for months, had these little bottles of Prosecco and some cups sat in there ready for us to go, cheers.
Glasses.
Oh, glasses, sorry. No, but they were plastic cups.
Yeah, plastic wine glasses.
Plastic wine glasses. But, yeah, so you thought I was going to maybe see them, and it'd ruin the surprise. But it didn't. I didn't see them. That was a really nice little touch. I can't lie. Because, yeah, that whole little period, that whole day was just lovely. Lovely, sunny day. Cute. Do you know what's funny as well? So for a long time, I used to say, if someone proposed to me, I'd originally say no, or initially say no, because I wanted them to feel, for a split second, feel what it'd be like to lose me and for them to be scared. Now that's me talking from a place of trauma. And when did I realise that? I realised that as you proposed, because not even an ounce of me would have ever put you through that or ever made you for a second think that the answer wasn't going to be a yes. So yeah, interesting how it's funny. I look back and I think whenever people are like, how did you know? I don't think there was ever one moment that made me know you were the one. I feel like it was little things that amounted to our life. And that was a final bit of confirmation for me that it never needed to make sense. It's never going to make sense. But that's why I know it's a yes, because everything up until then, like, you met my parents after us dating 3 months. You met my whole family not 2 months later.
Yeah, but yeah.
So we hadn't even been dating 6 months, and you'd gone and met Eliza, Lenga, the rest of the extended family. I don't know. It's just always been right, and not like there's no effort. I don't mean like we don't make an effort, but I mean I can just exist, and you seem happy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I love you for you, and no matter like where you are mentally, I know you for you. So I don't feel like I have to be a particular person to make you. I don't want to make you act in different ways. That's why I love it when you do start laughing or smirking or whatever else, because then I know, like, to any other person, that'd be like, woo! It makes me happy. So that's how you proposed. So the point of this as well, I feel like the important part, especially for the girls that ask, is, was it everything I thought? Like, it still felt like a rom-com. Not even a rom-com, like a romantic movie. But realistically, because you're just a kind person, and a funny person, and a loving person, and I love that about you. And I feel like we don't get to see a lot of men like you in this world. So even when we talked about this on our podcast, yeah, I want to shout about do you know what? I'm thinking about this. I'm glad I've got therapy tomorrow. I'm thinking about this now, and I feel like maybe it's why I've been hesitant in some other areas, because I just love our bubble and the way that things with us are, and I don't care what other people are doing or however they want to put things, because even as we plan the wedding, it's for us.
Yep.
And I'm excited about that once my mind gets closer to that. So we're not going to do the middle bit of the how you actually doing, because I don't want to. Yeah,
10 out of 10.
It's not a 10 out of 10. To be fair, if you're a 4 today, I'll be happy. Yeah.
That's what they do on TV, isn't it?
Yeah, wrap it up. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we'll end with the win of the week.
Don't know.
You don't have a win of the last week?
Cooked some nice food at some point, didn't I?
What food?
Well, I made the dal and rice and...
Was that as if that was last week?
Yeah.
Feels like longer. Honestly, if you said we were going to have it again this week, I'd be like, happy days.
I made Jamaican patties recently too, didn't I?
Oh yeah, they were great.
I'll that all in together.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go.
There you go.
Good win of the week. You got something positive to think about.
Yep.
My win of the week. Oh, that's a good one. Do you know what? I think for everything that's going on in life and the world that's overwhelming, like, even yesterday I got into bed and I was saying, like, you make me really happy. I love our life. I think my win is being able to just appreciate those little things and accept that for the first time in my life I've found some kind of fulfillment. Up until you, this is an area of my life where I don't need more, I don't want more. So yeah, that's my win.
Good.
Happy days. Fiance. Right, well, we'll leave you there, but keep liking, subscribing, doing all the bits you normally do. We really appreciate it, and yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.